Hello and welcome to another video from Paul Oakes Driver Training. We're currently approaching Cobridge traffic lights where we're going to be turning right, and then we're going to go over the flyover, joining the A500 at Basford roundabout, exiting the A500 at Longport roundabout, and down to Middleport roundabout, taking the second exit right towards Burslem. Just waiting for the lights to change now, then we'll be moving on to the lights that you can see in the distance, and we'll be turning right. Now we'll have to make a lane change from the left to the right, and I'll talk you through that one as well. So let's progress off now. Check the centre mirror, the right mirror, right blind spot, signal to the right, move over because it's safe. Cancel the signal off because we've got a right hand turn then onto the Mercedes garage. Approaching the lights again, checking all three mirrors and putting the right hand signal on. Now usually I would encourage my learners to have no more than two cars in the middle when you're turning right, so you don't get stuck in the lights in the centre of the crossroads if the lights change on to red. What we're going to be doing now is watching the traffic coming towards us. As you can see, the car on my left is turning right. The centre and the curb side are for coming ahead, and the curb side is also for going left. Whereas there is a giveaway sign there. We have to be really careful here because people do tend to come up and not signal, or signal at the very last second when you could have gone. As you see now, the car on the left there has actually signalled and it's pulled over now at the giveaway sign, allowing me to come round. So it's new road, new mirror. Get my position on the left and progress away. The next roundabout we're coming up shortly, we'll have a road sign on the left indicating that city centre will bear off to the left. We're going to follow the sign for Newcastle, the directions for Newcastle, which was straight ahead. It can be a little bit deceiving because you've got a service entrance on the right as well. So if we follow Newcastle and M6, we're going to approach in the right lane, we're checking centre in the right mirror, adopting the right position, changing down into second gear, preparing the car for stop or to go. I'm clear on the right, I'm heading to the right, I'm in the lane now, checking the centre mirror and the left mirror, progressing away. It is 30 miles an hour over the flyover, with double white line, so no overtaking as well. Steady at 30 miles an hour, making use of the speed that we're allowed to. There's nothing in front of me that's dictating I can't go any faster than 30. The road's a little bit wet, we're okay at 28. The car will start to speed up as we come downhill. So I'm taking my foot off the gas, checking the mirror to see what's behind. I'm also looking down to the left where the traffic's merging in. We're still at 30 miles an hour, but we're approaching the 40. Progress way up to 40 miles an hour now, or as needed. We're still at 30 miles an hour, but we're approaching the 40. So I'm getting progress way up to 40 miles an hour now, or as needed as. Checking the centre mirror and the left mirror, signalling to the left, checking the blind spot that's clear to come over, because we can drive on left as best, leaving the right hand lane clear for anyone to overtake. I will stop in the centre lane. When we get to the roundabout, this is the lane that I will require for turning right to follow the A500 M6 North. So progress again up to maximum of 40. It's traffic light controlled. Checking all three mirrors on approach to see what's going on behind me. Coming off the gas now because the lights are changing down to red, and there will be a speed change of 30 miles an hour. Check the mirror, there's a little bit of brake on, clutch handbrake on, right signal. Lights are on green, away we go. We've got to follow the lines around, stay in the centre lane. Keep the right signal going. As you can see, there's 2 lanes for going right, we're going to adopt the left as best. Checking the right mirror, checking the centre to the left, following it round. The lights are on red, leave a gap of tyres and tarmac. The signal is cancelled off, which is fine. Drive the car as I'm going towards the fence to make sure we get into the left hand lane. Here's my last exit, so centre mirror, left signal. I'm also checking what's coming down on my right. Maximum speed is 50 miles an hour. If you look at the road signs at the top of the slip road. Progress way up into 3rd gear, check the right mirror, car's coming down. Trying to match the speed that's on the A500 now. Centre right mirror, right signal. Right shoulder check, away we go. Cancel the signal, check the mirrors. Up into 4th gear. Road sign says there's a change of speed, national speed limit. Which for this particular stretch of the road, because it's a dual carriageway with a central reservation, is 70 miles an hour. If there was no central reservation, we will be travelling at a maximum of 60 miles an hour. Nice gentle change of gear up into fifth. Giving a nice braking distance because the road's a little bit wet. Constant minute, gentle change of gear up into fifth. Giving a nice braking distance because the road's a little bit wet. Constant minute checks. Centre and to the right. As you can see, there's a slip road coming off on my left. Usually, if there's a slip road coming off on the left, then there'll be one coming on. So we're now thinking about traffic merging on in front of me. Checking the centre of the right mirror if I need to get over, or do I need to stop in this lane. Just going to put a little bit of gas on now. Make a space behind me for the car on the left so we can join. Check the mirrors is on. There's an ambulance coming down with blue lights on. It's in the right hand lane, so I'm okay. Keep the exiting at this next junction, so centre mirror, left signal. Keep the speed going so we don't slow anybody down. Off onto slip road, cancel the signal. Need the right hand lane, so checking centre and right mirror, right signal, shoulder check, over a come. Again, leave the right hand signal on because we need to be heading for Tunstall and Burslem. Need to bring the speed down to 30 miles an hour maximum. What we're going to do is bring it down into 2nd gear, preparing to go, preparing to stop. We've got to stop into 1st gear. We need to head for the inner lane because that will take me round on the right. The inner lane will actually open up into 2 lanes, so we'll end up with the centre lane behind the black car now. You can see there's 2 markings for going right. We can use the left as best. Approaching my last exit now, so centre mirror, left signal. Off the gas coming round. Checking the right hand mirror because it's a 2-lane exit. Cars will be merging over. Cancel the signals and check my mirrors. I'm clear behind him at the side. Keeping central in the lane away from the cycle lane, which is on the left. Slow moving traffic now. Just checking my mirror to see how far the car or how close the car is behind me. It's okay. Scanning down the road, we can see a pedestrian crossing with lights. They may change, so I'm going to prepare myself in the event that they may do by checking the mirrors again. I can't see anybody that's actually there. Should be safe. Watching the car on the left, which is looking to merge in. It's holding back, that's fine. Mirror checks. Put the mirror check now to come up to what we call dead ground, up the hill, and onto the level. Taking the 2nd exit right now, heading towards Burslem and Handley. So centre mirror, right mirror. car down to second gear, doing about 14 mile an hour, checking to the right, it's fine. Approaching the last exit, centre mirror, left signal, clear to go. New road, new minute, and that'll be a mirror check. They'll also check for pedestrian lights here. And that's the end of that little video for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much. Bye.